Salvete omnes. All right, for this, I'm just going to go through grades and National Honor Society qualifications. So this is stuff that would be in the syllabus. So I'm just going to help tell us. So I'm going to present this. So I'm going to disappear. So walete for a little bit. All right, so grades, you guys probably know, 30 and 70. So 30 daily work and homework, 70 tests and quizzes. Some of this we might be working on this semester, especially going virtual, might do a few things differently, but this is pretty much how it's been. So we'll try to keep it this way for a little while unless I want to change. So daily work, so stuff that I'll have you do in class. This will be stuff like reading the stories and doing something with it, posting on a discussion board if I have you do that, completing the pair decks or ed puzzles and Quizlets. So there's going to be some regular kind of stuff that we go through. Quizlet is one that I'll make a separate video for that so that you can see what I mean when I say, hey, you need to do these Quizlets for a grade. So when I say something is due, this might only be for Quizlet, but I'm going to give you a 1-day grace period for Quizlet and maybe for other work that we have not gone over in class yet for up to half credit. So if Quizlets, I usually do 15 out of 15. So if I say it's due next Wednesday at 3:30, then I'll put in your grades at 3:30. So that means by Thursday at 3:30, I'll go back in and check it, and I'll give you up to half credit if you've done it. After that, your grade is set for the semester. So I know in years previous, before I had that rule, I might have like 20 people at the end of the semester going, hi, I have an 89. Can I make up this work from 8 weeks ago? And so I'm going to say no, because I give you enough time to do it. Stuff that I have you do in class, pretty much want to turn it in as soon as possible so that I can give you feedback on it, or so that I know oh no, half of the class isn't understanding this. I need to do something different tomorrow, or something like that. So basically turn stuff in when it's due. Some things I might give you up to half credit. Now, if we go over stuff in class already, so if I say, hey, have this done by tomorrow, and then I give you the answers the next day for you to check, then I'm not going to give you credit for it because I've given you the answers. All right, tests, about every 2 chapters. Actually, our book calls it stages, so maybe I should change that. So our first test is going to be on stages 1 and 2. So that means vocab and grammar, culture that we talk about, those 2 chapters, it's all going to be kind of put together. I might end up switching vocabulary into a separate thing, and I don't really test grammar that much, but on occasionally I do. So I might put those actually into a separate daily work category, but we'll see. Reading comp is going to be the main thing because that's what we're going to be focusing on. So when we do stuff in class and we're learning about the Romans, it's going to be through reading mostly. And if you go into levels, Latin levels 3, 4, and 5, you can do stuff like try to take the ALIRA for your seal of biliteracy or the AP exam in Latin, in which case those are all reading. It's all reading. So that's what we're going to focus on. And might have 1 or 2 long-term kind of things that could go into a test category. Maybe some smaller, hey, research this thing and tell us about it might be in here. Okay, so I am going to talk about the National Latin Honor Society requirements for just a minute. So this, we do inductions in Latin 2, so towards the end of Latin 2. But stuff from Latin 1, your grades and how you act in class, that kind of thing, are still kind of always in effect. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about it. So an A average in each Latin 1 and Latin 2. So it's not an average of the 2. So it's not like, oh, I got a 95 in Latin 1 and an 85 in Latin 2, so that's a 90, right? No. So it has to be an A in each class. Display good citizenship. So being nice to people, not getting in trouble, not getting caught into offices, not getting ISS, that kind of thing. Integrity. If you go onto the teacher website for James Clemens and you go to my page, there are virtual expectations. And under that, I list different academic and personal integrity qualifications. So I would take a look at all of those. We're going to keep that in mind, because if you break any of those, I'll be like, did not maintain integrity, and therefore did not get that check mark. Because it's a big list of things that you have to qualify for. It's not just your grades. I do want to talk about cheating for just a second, because usually that's a big one. Copying work or letting somebody copy your work is cheating. So if I give you an assignment to do for you to turn in later, and somebody else asks for your answers and you send it to them, and I find that out, then that's cheating. So both of you, I would let both of you know, hey, you've cheated. I would have to contact your parents, and you might be stricken from these qualifications to enter the Honor Society. And just, keep in mind, if we're doing stuff virtually, things usually have like a timestamp and a place where you can see who authored the work, things like that. So just keep that in mind. Looking up translations of things. So we read a lot. So looking up the answers, yeah, that's a no, because then you're not actually doing the work. Also trying to use Google Translate and stuff, to find answers, translations, as your own work for reading and writing assignments, that's not going to fly. First of all, Google Translate is a little bit garbage, especially for Latin, because Latin grammar is a little bit complex, and Google Translate does not understand Latin grammar. So if you use that, I'm probably going to be able to tell, because your answers are going to be really weird. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it. So keep all this stuff in mind. This should be pretty normal, but keep in mind that 1 day grace period for some things. Otherwise, I'm not going to change your grade. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think that's it for that. Okay, so check me out for the next video for Quizlet to go over that. Okay, bye. Walete.